So I want to talk about a couple of the things these guys have been saying. Having a little bit of a hard time figuring out all his points, but he did bring up this one little scenario of how Jared brought up that if he was a criminal walking down the street and he saw a guy on the left and he was carrying, he would just look at the right and get the guy on the right. Well, in that scenario, he could potentially be stopped by the guy on the left. That's the whole purpose of preventing deterring. So it just kind of works out like that. And Justin talked about how there needs to be restrictions on felons and the type of people that shouldn't have guns. Well, that is already a thing. You're a felon, you can't own a gun ever. And pertaining to how the average crime rate or national violent crime rate going down over the last 20 years. According to gunowners.org, Washington, D.C. has perhaps the most restrictive gun control laws in the country, and yet is frequently the murder capital of the nation. In the 25 years following the D.C. gun ban, its murder rate increased 51%, even while the national rate decreased 36%. So yes, the violent crime rate has been going down in this country, but in one of the most heavily restricted states in our country, the crime rate and gun rate, kill rate has only gone up. And pertaining to how he sees a guy in the park and he's scared, he thinks someone's just going to get shot, someone's going to be a vigilante, and all that. Well, according to ActionAmerica.org, and according to a study by Newsweek magazine, only 2% of civilian shootings involve an innocent person being shot, not killed. So only 2% error rate with civilians. But the error rate for police, the law enforcement of our country, is 11%. What this means is that you're more than 5 times more likely to be accidentally shot by a policeman than by an armed citizen. But then you consider that citizens shoot and kill at least twice as many criminals as do the police, because civilians are more around than the police. That per capita you are more than 11 times more likely to be accidentally shot by a policeman than by an armed citizen. So I'd feel actually a lot more safe in that diner with all those open carry guys than a couple cops. And also pertaining to how guns are and accidents can occur. Well, gun accidents in 2010 only pertain to 606 accidental gun shooting deaths, where drowning accounted for 3,700 and falling, tripping accounted for 26,000. Accidents will always happen. It's not gonna, and even something as super dangerous as a gun happens way a lot less than drowning. So that accidents are always going to happen, whether it's an accident or someone being stupid. And I want to finish this off by saying, according to usnews.com, concealed handguns are an effective non-lethal form. Well, concealed handguns, like open carrying, it's very similar, are an effective non-lethal form of self-defense in a majority of the time. An autumn 1995 peer-reviewed study by Gary Kleck, PhD, published in the Journal of Criminal Law and Criminology, found that when someone draws a concealed gun in self-defense, the criminal simply retreats 55% of the time.